Hello there. So I want to crack down on some of the myths about chakras today. I want to make the distinction about what chakras are and what chakras are not. Now, what chakras are not the solution to all problems. They're just not. You know, some people think that if we fix our chakras, then we fix our life. And not really. Not really. Chakras give us an idea of what's going on in our minds, in our bodies, even in our emotions, in our spirits, right? But the chakras are more like mirrors, right? That reflect what it is that is going on inside of ourselves. They're more like mirrors that allow us to see ourselves better. The second thing is that chakras don't cause problems. Life does that. And the decisions that we make and how we choose to respond to the issues of life and our attitude that is cultivated around these things that happen in life, that's what causes the problem. Or it either causes more problems or it allows us to create solutions. We choose. So we can't blame our root chakra if we are feeling a little ungrounded one day or feeling out of place, right? Don't blame your heart chakra if one day you're feeling a little bit stuck in your heart space and you're kind of find that you're holding a grudge or you're having a hard time to forgive someone. Don't blame your third eye chakra if for some reason you had a night terror and you found out it actually came true, right? That has nothing to do with your third eye. Your third eye didn't cause that. But chakras serve to help us to understand self um, more in depth so better decisions can be made to help us to cultivate the life that we desire. Okay, so the whole idea around this chakra healing that's available to us is the ability to tune into the body, right? Tune into the mind, tune into our feelings and our spirit life while, you know, bringing life back into like the right perspective. It's about bringing things back into balance, right? And bringing us back onto the right track or the right path. Um, and it helps to like bring it all together, you know, with who we are so that we can work on this whole package. If you are somebody that's already doing different things to bring yourself into the best possible situation in life, think of this as a part that will make that easier and possibly bring about quicker results, right? Like grounding yourself through the first chakra by healing it, um, eating more proteins, sitting down, taking the time and the effort to put your finances back in order, or taking the time and the effort to go home if you haven't been home in a while, right? Instead of taking the easy way out and reaching out through social media or texting, right? Not exchanging the deeper level of joy of going and connecting in real time, in real life, right? And so Simple little things like that, help us with this overall package of trying to bring our life together the way that we want it to be. There's lots of ways to get back into alignment in that way. But the main thing is that the chakras are there for us to read ourselves during this process, right? And they're not the cause of anything. So that's one of the myths, is that they can cause, they're causing this. No, it's something that we use to eliminate the effects of circumstances in life, or our reaction to those circumstances. They're not the cause of it, though. Third thing, there's a misunderstanding about uncontrollable energy surges that could possibly present a potential danger to the body. To that, I say, the thing is that have, we're so privileged to have such a magnificent creative designer that knew exactly what they were doing when they created this, because the body knows how to self manage. And if there is ever any danger, there are built in mechanisms to protect the body, right? If we ever get too hot, there's something that kicks in that causes us to lower, the heat in the body. It's self-managing in that way. But going through each of the chakras, I know for the first chakra, I did hear that the first chakra is wild. It's not wild. It's actually grounding. Um, the first chakra will not release this overbearing animal instinct, that places us into our lower natures. It's actually a grounding uh, wheel. It's a grounding wheel, creating the atmosphere to actually allow us to rise to our higher nature, right? For the second chakra, that was the root chakra, the first chakra. The second chakra is the sacral chakra. And one of the misconceptions is that it's just all about sex. It's not just all about sex. It's about passion. It's about enjoyment. It's about creativity and all that you love and all that you love to do. It's about moving and being. It's about moving and being in your body and enjoying creation and enjoying the experiencing creation as well, enjoying yourself as creation and enjoying all of creation as a whole. It's experiential. um, and then for our third chakra, which is the solar plexus, gets a bad rap because people think it's all about power, but it doesn't have to be, right? Power is a good thing when it's kept within the constraints of integrity. Power can be a builder for self esteem. Power is necessary to get things done in the world. And power helps us to know our potential and our ability. And it's nothing to stray away from, right? And with our fourth chakra, which is the heart space, it's understanding that it's not just about living for others, but it's also about loving and living for ourselves. It's about self-care and self-love, so that you don't focus all of your energy outside of yourself, right? Contrary to popular belief, we don't have to, right? Even though we've been taught to, we don't have to give all of ourselves until we have nothing left to give, right? It's okay to save and to reserve part of what you have for yourself, right? In reality, when you do that, when you are able to serve yourself while you're serving others, you actually have more to pour out. You have more to give. But there must be a resource, right? There must be a resource within for you to draw from so you don't dry out, right? It's almost common sense. And so with the fifth chakra, which is our throat chakra, I feel like the higher we go up, the more important these chakras are. With the fifth chakra, this is the throat chakra. It's not just about speaking out to the world, but it's also about listening to what the world is communicating to you. Not only listening, but discerning what it is that you're hearing, discerning the truth. You know, this is a line that is very blurred in the world today. So this chakra is so very important. Um, and so if you find for some reason that your neck is aching, it may be worth asking yourself, like, are you standing in your truth? Is what I'm hearing right now. Are you standing in your truth? And of course, we have our another popular chakra, our third eye, which is the sixth chakra, which is not just about psychic powers. Um, that's a part of it, but that's not relevant to everybody. That's not even relevant for most. Um, it's not just to tune your clairvoyance or to, a tool to operate a business or offer a service. This, the sixth chakra, our third eye chakra, this is about you using your intuition. This is about you learning to trust yourself. When you feel that eerie feeling in the pit of your belly, it's about you learning to trust yourself and hear your inner voice, right? This chakra is introspective and it leads to a deep wisdom within self. And it also leads to answers that you need as well. And then the last misconception around our crown chakra is that it always or only has to do with um, God, right? The crown chakra is not necessarily just about God. As a matter of fact, you don't even have to necessarily possess any particular belief system to tap into the crown chakra. And this connection is more about the eternal. It's about the universe. It's about creation as a whole. It's about life force. It's about higher power. It's about who you are and what makes sense to you. That's what the crown chakra is about, right? Your reality. And so we can basically view our chakras as kind of like tools, I want to say, to help make a difference in how we live life. And we can learn to see our chakras, right? We can learn to measure them. We can even learn to understand them and change them as well, right? And our chakras offer a way for us to really understand ourselves in any given moment, you know, which is pretty cool, I think. And so, with that being said, I just wanted to tap into some of the misconceptions. Hopefully, this gives a better idea of how to view or the intention that we can set when we go in to actually learn or become more aware of our chakras. Okay, thank you for watching, and I hope this helps. All right, till next time, take care.